What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Week 50, day 7 continue. So it's actually Monday. I'm redoing my intro because Travis and I was out here all day pretty much yesterday or on day 7. Then Travis came out, and after editing video with trying to put the pole saw footage and all the tractor footage, the video was just gonna be way too long, too much stuff. So let's break it up. One video for the pole saw, one video for all the tractor work. Got a lot done. Rip, scrape, large area, and cut down probably about 20 trees. Plus got most of that cleaned up. Without further ado, let's get right on into it. All right, so here we are, week 50, day 7. I think I'm going to change up how I've numbered the phases. Well, how Travis numbered them, because it just makes more sense this way. So that's still phase 1 up there. And instead of calling this the start of phase 3, let's just call it phase 1. It's all the way down the property line, all the way down to the barn back there. So no longer the start of phase 3. This is gonna be, all this is phase 1. Over there will remain phase 2, and it pretty much goes down to the pond down there. Everything on that side of the ditch. We used to call this phase 2, but I'm gonna change this to phase 3 on this side of the ditch. And it will go all the way around to the other burn ditch we have on the left side of the Hill of Death. And then everything behind the house that I was calling the swamp, we're gonna call that phase 4 now. And it'll be a long time before I get back over there. So we're gonna call this phase 3 all the way around to the Hill of Death. And let's take a tour, because this is gonna be rough now. Because once all the trees were cut in phase 1 and phase 2, it was nice and open and one level. Phase 2 is gonna have multiple levels, and there's stumps all in here. There's stumps everywhere. There's a big one right there. That's nearly a 2-foot stump right there. Stumps all in here. Just our before tour of phase 3 before I start grinding and scraping on this over here. And it's all sloping down from the house to the ditch. Ain't nothing really out here flat. So that slopes down. And then we got a drop off on this line right here, and you can see the stumps. And then we get to another flat section, ditch, and seed all the way down into here. I'm gonna try to do this as quick as I can. But I mean, just look at all them stumps. And anytime you see something like this, that means there's a stump. So there's phase 2 over there on the other side of the ditch. Still got some burn stuff we got over here, that's fine. Here's the Hill of Death. This is gonna be I don't like this section right here, because it just drops off into this ditch, and all this, I mean, it's just, nothing's flat, nothing's smooth. Got a lot more burning in this ditch down here we got to do. This is where I broke the pinion on my front axle. Is that a stump? I don't know. Yep. Stump, I mean, there's just stumps everywhere. So this is now phase 3. And I guess I'm just gonna, when I get on the Hill of Death, I'm just gonna back up to the ditch with the box blade and just drag everything up. It's scary and steep. I don't like it. So there's the end of the Hill of Death. And here's our burn pile, burn ditch for over here. And then all this area back here we'll call phase 4. And that's gonna be another monster over there. So there's the house. So this is gonna be phase 3 is the next section I'm gonna work on. I'm really not looking forward to it, to be honest with you. Let's get to grinding and scraping. Feels like it's gonna take me forever over here though. All right, let's get to work. One last thing, since it's now the middle of May, today's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. When I get through scraping this and getting it ready for seed, I think it's gonna be too hot to put seed out. So I'm just gonna get the ground ready, and then I'm not gonna throw out seed on phase 3 or phase 4 until the fall. I think if I just put down grass seed, you know, it'll be June before any of this would be even closely ready to seed. And I think it's just gonna be too hot to do it. Won't be any seeding for a while because I just got too much grinding and scraping to do. I guess really the best thing to do would be go put the stump grinder on and just start grinding. Let's go do that. Well, my ADHD kicked in. I did not go put the stump grinder on, but I have been ripping. So let's get some of that on film. Woo! I don't know. I didn't really do this in phase 1 or phase 2. Yeah, so I thought I'd give it a try. Just trying to rip up as many roots and stuff as possible. Some ripping. Let's pull them up. I'm gonna leave it till the ripper is just barely gonna go in the ground. Let's do some scraping and see how that looks. I'm just playing around, learning different stuff. This was rippers all the way down, box blade tilted down, just trying to rip. Now we'll try to scrape and smooth. All right, I got the rippers all the way up, but they can still dig, so I call it position number 1. Let's see how this looks. I'm liking it. One big difference is not near as many rock like there was in phase 2. Just those surface roots and vines and stuff. That's what I was trying to get up with the rip, but I went all the way back up and through there. I hadn't scraped it, that's just been ripped. Worked my way down through here, and then this is the area I just scraped a little bit. So I really wish I had a set of disc arrows. Cause I keep, you know, I'm finding stuff like that, and that's no big deal. That's just stumps I gotta hit. But that's why I'm scraping it, so I can find them. But that's looking all right. Gotta get the pole saw in here and clean this area up. I can get the tractor up in there, scrape that. But I'm pretty pleased. We're spending 30, 45 minutes on it, and it's already looking this good. Hill of death, I don't like it. So ripping with the box blade is going pretty good. I really did it because I didn't want to go put the stump grinder on. I'm kind of glad I did it now, because I'd have just been sitting here grinding darn stumps. God, that gets old. All right, I'm digging it. Let's go get some lunch, charge up some camera batteries, and we'll see how hot it gets. See if I come back out this afternoon. Hopefully Travis is gonna come over after a while, cut a couple of trees down for me. Before I go put the stump grinder on, let's just look at the hill of death and see what I can scrape. I know there's gonna be some stumps in there, but let's just see what happens. Woo, scared. I'm hoping I get a good angle on that so you can see how sloped it is, but I don't know. Travis is gonna thin out some of these smaller trees, open this area up. It's gonna be better looking and easier for me to get through. Woo! All right, everybody, we're gonna call it a day. It's been a long day. It's good to get out here and actually do some work all day long, pretty much. So let's see where we started. I started by ripping in the dirt, just this area up in here. And then Travis came over after lunch and he cut down probably, I don't know, 15, 20 trees. And it has really opened up this area. All them limbs and everything that were hanging over the firewood stack, got all of that cleaned up. I got pretty much all the trees moved, except for one right there, and then this little bitty one we just cut, and then the big one going across the ditch. So when I get out here tomorrow, hopefully, I'll finish getting that cleaned up. There's a pile right there. Get those trees cleaned up, and then I'm gonna have to start doing some grinding. Got a lot of work done on the Hill of Death. Let's go take a quick look at it. Left side turned out better than expected. Wasn't near as many stumps. Over here on this side, whole bunch of stumps. So it was just too hard to drag because I would hit a stump. But the Hill of Death's looking pretty good. And one thing that helped was knocking this ledge down just a little bit. But straight up and down, that's all the way you can do it. So this will be phase 3. God, we got a lot more done today than I really was expecting. I was kind of dreading it. So, but tomorrow we'll pick up trees and we'll start grinding, and then we'll do some more scraping because there's a bunch of stumps you can't even see. A lot of good work done today. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll holler at you later. See ya.